One does not ask, what can the people do for this wild man? But rather, what can this wild man do for the people? Well, he can share his story, and he's going to do just that. On day 1, I set off from St. Gingos, 5 kilometers, 500 meters up. A soft beginning. The path wound gently uphill, into the quiet green above Lake Geneva. It was peaceful, but not easy. Because peace comes with space, and space makes room for everything. I left behind a life made of Coca-Cola, clocks and screens, and stepped into one made of breath and stone and sky. My pack was heavy, but my mind heavier still. Day 2 began early. I cooked breakfast by first light, and left at 7:30. The first climb took me to the Col de Bis by 10, a beautiful ascent, but the local insects had their own plans. I was breakfast too. 10 bites later, I gave up fighting and let the buzzing be. At the refuge, below the col, I dreamed of coffee, but the doors were closed, and so I kept walking. Up again, toward the Pas de la Bosse. There I met a herd of goats, and their guardian, a white mountain dog. Some boys tried to photograph the animals. The dog did not agree. Suddenly, barking, running, shouting, one of them nearly bitten. Saved by a freeze in the last second. I chose a white arc around. At the top, I ate my lunch. Just me, the wind, and the long view into the valley below. On the way down to Chapelle d'Abondance, I met a Dutch woman, Irene. She had been walking the HexaTrek for weeks, carrying just about 4 kilos. Tent, sleeping mat, sleeping bag, clothes, all within reach. I turned 57 tomorrow, she said, and smiled like a sunbeam. I moved on alone. A cold stream appeared beside the trail, clear, deep, irresistible. It was super hot that day. I threw down my pack and stepped into the water. The shock of it, pure relief. After hours of sweat, I was clean again, inside and out. In the village, I faced a choice, stop or go on. I ate first, never decide on an empty stomach. Ice cream and cola, the supermarket was closed, but the bakery gave me bread and a smile. At 3 p.m. I set off again. The trail rose into the forest. It started to rain and then a distant rumble, thunder. I passed one tent, then another, hidden amongst the trees. Should I stop? I kept going. One last climb brought me to a wide, alpine meadow. Wind sweeping the grass, sky slowly clearing. I pitched my tent behind an old stone barn, struggling with the gusts. And just as I settled in, others arrived. The men from the forest tent, 2 new hikers. The clouds lifted and the dawn de midi glowed in the last light. Far away, I saw the white peak of Mont Blanc, a promise or a question. This was only day 2, and already I felt the thrill moving through me. I'm not sure what I'll discover out here, about the world or about myself, but I'll take you with me. And so I go on, not to arrive, but to become. If this journey speaks to you, come walk with me through the next days, the next mountains. There's still so much silence to listen to.
Ja. Nee, precies. Ik heb daar in Zurich ook nog heel erg over getwijfeld. Daar zat ook zo'n science illusie-achtig museum. Een beetje zo'n Instagram museum.